SoFi investors, something big has changed since my last analysis. When SoFi was around $15, I warned that losing that support could send the stock towards $12 or potentially even lower, but the $15 held, and now SoFi is showing a developing bullish engulfing candle on the monthly chart, a possible reversal structure on the weekly, and multiple bullish setups across the lower timeframes. There's now one major resistance zone standing between SoFi and a potentially much larger breakout, and if we break it, my $34 target is officially back in play. Let me show you the exact levels I'm watching. Let's start off here with the monthly chart, and right now the price of SoFi is at $19.18. That's a big jump from the $15 that we saw last time around. And last time in July, we ended up closing a red candle here. We went as low as $14.88, and we still stayed below the 21 moving average. Now at that time, the stochastics were kind of rolling over. I'm starting to see some curvature, like we want to start rolling back up. The RSI was losing the 50 line, and look, now we kind of double bottomed here and we're starting to point up again. And the biggest bullish thing is this green engulfing candle for the month of August. Now we have to keep in mind there's still 3 days and 23 hours. Anything could happen. We could still wick down, but if we're able to close this candle green, September is looking pretty bullish for me. The one thing I do want to do is be able to get back above this 21 moving average at $19.31. We're right there. If we could do that, this can negate this possible bear flag that I'm looking at. And then ultimately, I told you guys I have this in a falling wedge, which is already breaking out, and the measure move to this does take us to about $34 or higher. So let's see if we could break above this 21 moving average by the end of this month. We head over to the weekly time frame. The stochastics here are starting to get toppy. We could definitely drag here a little bit. We're getting above the 50 line on the RSI. That's bullish, but something that's really bullish to me is that we're kind of doing a triple bottom here. 1 bottom, 2 bottoms, 3 bottoms here, and the measured move to this could take us all the way back up to above this 50 moving average, and we could see a price of around $24. Now what's important is that if we could get back above this 50 moving average, I become more bullish for SoFi. Usually if we lose the 50 moving average on the weekly time frame, to me that means we're in a bear market for that asset. So we could get back above that 50 moving average. That's going to be really big for our bullish case. Another thing is that we're also creating kind of like a rounded bottom here. I tell you guys that once we get a rounded top, that usually means we rolled over, and look, around the top we rolled over. Now we're kind of getting a rounded bottom. That means we could start rolling up. That's another bullish case for us here. We head over to the 3-day time frame. I'm liking this. Look at all the support we had above the 200 moving average. We briefly lost it. We wicked back up. Green engulfing candle since then. Now we're back above the 21 and the 50 moving average. Again, this is bullish. We still have room here in the stochastics RSI to continue making a move up. Now on the daily time frame, we never were able to make it back above the 200 moving average, and we actually lost all the moving averages here the last time we made a video, but since then we popped up and we've been going sideways. So what I'm seeing right here is a possible flag pattern, which kind of looks like we're already breaking out from, and the measure move to this takes us to about $22.50. And what's really important here is that this will get us back above this 200 moving average. So we could get back above this 200 moving average, use this as support. Now things get bullish, and coincidentally on the weekly time frame, look what ends up happening. We get above the 50 moving average, this red line. So it's looking bullish pretty much in all these time frames so far. We head over to the 4-hour time frame. Stochastics again getting a little toppy, but look, we're above all these moving averages. We could see the flag here a little bit more clearly. All I really want is really try to stay above this 21 moving average. Worst case scenario, we fall down. We only fall down to this 200 moving average, and then we make it back up from there. That will build the case for above $20 for us. And on the 1-hour time frame, stochastics here, we're falling over, but look, some curvature. Looks like we're about to roll back up, and we've been riding on top of this 21 moving average. So right now, guys, I'm seeing a lot of bullish structures and a lot of these time frames, especially in the higher ones and even in the lower ones. But I feel like if we could hold this $19 level and we could break out to $22, eventually we could start stepping it up 26, 28, 30, and eventually we'll make it to the $34 level. Now the $34 level again is on the monthly time frame, so this is going to take a while. It's not going to be one shot up, but we're slowly building the staircase towards that level, and I think eventually we will see a $34 SoFi. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.